Hello and welcome everybody to another video. Today we're going to be talking about various different products that you can use that are ideal for a one product Shopify store. You guys see a lot of videos on the internet about one product Shopify stores, how beneficial they are, and to be honest, they're only as beneficial as how good you can structure them. Meaning, the better you structure a one product Shopify store, and structure is very important, the better chances you'll have at success. Now, we all know that the chances of success are very, very low when it comes down to e-commerce, regardless of all the marketing and advertising that you see on the internet. So for that reason, I'm going to make this video to make it very clear as to the different kinds of products that you should be selling on one product stores. And keep in mind that these products that I'm showing you are simply examples and not the only kind of products. What I want you to take away most importantly are the reasons why I selected these products, but not the products themselves. So without further ado, let's get started and let's talk about one product store. So this one product store was built using a Shopify theme called Themato. Now, it's not done yet, as you guys can see, but for those who have been watching the channel consistently, then you know about the series that we have been doing with this specific store, creating the Alphalete Hat store. Okay? This is the store that has been built, the theme, has been built by Themato.com. So, for those who don't know, Themato.com is a business, I guess you could say, where they create a one product Shopify store theme. Now, upon my doing my research, there weren't too many themes dedicated to one product Shopify stores. In fact, I probably can't even remember all of them, but there's probably less than 5 in total. Okay, out there in the world today. This is just the one that I've seen that I personally believed was a little more professional and probably would convert at the highest rate for the features that it offers. So this is the one that I found. They actually have a demo, and I built this Alphalete Hat store based on the demo without adding or removing any feature that is included within it. And you can see here there's a newsletter, just the same way that I added the newsletter, right? This is their demo, of course, by the way, guys. And let's get rid of the newsletter here, but you could see how everything is large. Let me make sure I'm 100% zoomed in. Everything is very large, very clear, right? It has these zoom in features. It has image and text features. It has a gallery. It has a product lookbook. So when I built the Alphalete Hat store, I tried to mimic what they have showed here on the demo. And like I said, we're going to keep doing this, but one of the features that I didn't add yet was this feature, the video, the Instagram gallery. There's just a lot of things I haven't done yet. But in general, this is kind of how the setup looks. Okay? So this is kind of me building it. Now, let's go ahead and jump into the structure as to how the store would be built. And if you guys want to grab that theme, I'll leave my affiliate link in the description box down below. So let's tackle a first product. So this is an example of a product that I would put in a one product store. This is a GPS drone, or a drone rather, that has GPS functionality. It's also a 4K quality camera. I checked the reviews here, and people have great reviews. These are some images taken by the drone. So decent images, right? And high quality stuff. And the product cost is $92. Okay, for this one. Then you have 114, 136, 100, or 144. So at most $144. Okay. Well, if we drop ship this product from China, I know some of you love to drop ship. I personally don't. It's not my favorite option. I would personally rather buy the products locally, send it to a fulfillment warehouse. At the time when I had my clothing store, when it was thriving, before I sold the company, I had my own small warehouse, but it was about 540 square feet. But with this kind of setup here, you can drop ship. You can do whatever you want. Like I said, I personally don't recommend it, but back to the point here. What you would do is you would figure out a clever way to market it. Well, the way I would market it is that it's a cheaper alternative to the DJI drone. So DJI creates many different kinds of drones, but they're actually very expensive, at least for the average person. So if somebody wants to get a drone for their son, maybe somebody else wants a drone for research purposes, maybe they have a piece of land, they want to take a look at the piece of land. They don't need to spend a whole 2,000 or 1,500 on a drone, and you could still make profit. So you could charge this drone, let's say $400 or $500, and still have decent quality, $600 even, make a huge profit margin with a one product store. Okay, so that one product store, like I said, I would build it with Themato, the Shopify theme, and I would include all the benefits, all the images. What I would specifically do is remember with every business that there are different, I guess you could say, segments to every business. And the first part is the marketing. So the marketing, in terms of customer acquisition, is I would create different articles and I would create different advertising campaigns to advertise against DJI. I would say this product is cheaper. This product can give you just as what you need. I would also try to search who is the customer base who needs drones the most, right? Whether it's people buying something for their kids, or like I said, if you're maybe a farmer and you want to survey your land, right? And I would target those certain groups of people. And one of the specific benefits that I would have to a product like this is that it's significantly cheaper than the competitors. And that's kind of where you would want to play on price. And you would say that it provides just enough quality as any other drone. And you could even add these screenshots that you could show to prove that people have bought it and things like that, and they've tested the same product. Okay, so you have to figure out how you would essentially market the product. Now, remember here, guys, our goal is to be ethical and provide a product that serves the correct purpose. We wouldn't want to just pick any random drone because let's face it, not all drones have the best camera quality. Some of them are literally built like garbage. So you have to be aware of what you're getting, the quality of it, and things like that, which is also why I kind of do not recommend against, for drop shipping. But once again, there are different people here watching this video at different economical, financial scales, success scales, and maybe you're just in that part of your life right now where you have to do drop shipping. But like I said, if it was me, I would just buy a few of these to my house or to my warehouse or fulfillment center, and whenever I get an order, I just send them out. Okay. Now, the next tool is, or the next example of a product that could be fitting in a one product Shopify store is this 15-inch LCD writing tablet. Now, I personally am not I'm more inept on these kind of products. The kid style products, obviously, because I don't have a kid, but it seems like this product would be great for a kid, and you could create a one product store for this and show all the benefits off of it. Now, for targeting, I would target people the same way. These are probably people that are buying the product for a family member, for a young child, and I would just show off the benefits and show it's this fun functionality, right? I would show that it has battery. I would show that it has like this gradient of colors. This gradient colors. I would try to show some of the benefits. Now, for this product, you wouldn't really be charging too much for a product like this. I think for me, mostly, I would charge probably $40 for a product like this. And you could show all the different kind of benefits to a product like this, which there are probably a few. You have a nice pen, high quality design, durable design, right? You go over all these different features that people are looking for in a drawing pad like this. And you would also harp on the reviews. You would try to get as many reviews as you possibly can on your website. And we all know how to do that when we use Shopify. Okay, so I would use all these different reviews. I would market it. And this would be essentially a product that I would sell for around $40. You can even do some kind of bundle deals, maybe offer them like an extra free pen or something. If you're doing some sort of sale where you're buying these products, you can search for stylus pens here on AliExpress and buy them or even Alibaba and buy them by the 100 load, and maybe send some extra ones as like a buy one get one free kind of offer, or buy one get some free, whatever kind of setup that you want to do. But this is another example of the type of products that I would sell. Okay. Now let's go into our next product, which is watches. So this is an example of a younger group of kids who would wear this watch. Obviously, if you're an adult, you could wear this too. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying that the ideal customer base is for young children or children. Right? And so if you're familiar with this sort of design, okay, this design looks very much like a G-Shock. Okay, now obviously it has different branding and different logos on it, but a lot of young kids like the brand name stuff. But there's a lot of families who can't afford the brand name stuff because the G-Shock could be, $50, $60, $100, maybe even some even more than that. So there are some people who just simply can't afford that, so and there are also families with multiple kids, multiple, different situations. So you could do something like where you sell these products. Now, it might not be necessarily this exact product. It is a little pricey. I think $23. If you were to sell it for 50, it kind of wouldn't make sense. But you're only making $25. But it's optional. It could happen. It could work out. And parents might buy this watch for their young children as a gift, or somebody might buy them for themselves even if they're smaller in their body frame. Now the benefits that I would show for this watches are great. You could show a ton of benefits. For example, waterproof is a benefit. It has a timer. It has an alarm clock. It has the LED light screen. Just so many different benefits, countless different benefits for a product like this. I think this product, though, is slightly overpriced, and that's why we'll look at some other examples of watches. I thought I actually had a link, but I'll just go ahead and search it with you guys right here. And I want to show you guys this is a better market, a watch like this, which is a little bit more classy of a look, but you can charge a whole lot more for a watch like this. So the ideal customer base is probably youth, all the way up to fully grown adults for a product like this, who are trying to look professional, trying to look clean, trying to represent a certain image. And with watches like this, you can turn it into a name brand where you're selling the product for $200+, right? And your initial investment per watch is $20, right? If you market the product the right way, there will be customers to purchase. Look at companies like Rolex or Movement Watches. Even Movement Watches hasn't been around for too long, only 4 to 5 6 years it's been around, and they've been selling watches anywhere from $100 all the way up to $500 per watch, and sometimes even more. So there's no reason why you can't charge a significant amount for a watch like this, especially if you're kind of targeting a professional demographic. And with watches, nobody can really claim a certain price point for a product like this. That's why it comes down to all about marketing. If this was me and I was selling a professional kind of watch, which I have before I had a store that I sold, the best advice that I could give is really heavily invest in your photography. Order the product, get models in there, get, great cameras, get the photographers. If you don't know how to do photography, just like me, get photographers who know what they're doing. And you could build a brand, a one product store, and sell it for significantly now a significant high number. Now for me, for example, we actually sold the business to a young lady, and we sold it for about $60K, and she was financing that $60K. So we get a small payment every single month from the store owner, who owns the store. Now, I'm not going to shout out what the store is, obviously, but you guys kind of get my point here with what I'm trying to say is that you can diversify your portfolio. Maybe you have a watch store, maybe you have a drone store, maybe you have this and that. Now, granted, when I created the watch store, it wasn't a one product store at the time. I think we had like 11 different versions of watches, and yes, it was a heavy investment, but look at it this way. When I spent $3,000 or close to $3,000. I spent a little more than $3,000, but when I spent around $3,000 on the photography side, right, I came out with a huge investment in return at the end. So just be aware of that, guys, is that, it might look like a large investment up front, but when you build out the brand, you can make a lot of money. Now, I did not use this watch design, but you guys can pick any kind of watch design you want. I've seen watches that look like this sell for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Like if with the right marketing, I could sell a watch like this for $900. So that's just, I'm just giving you guys an example. It costs $17 to make. Okay. The next product. Okay. Obviously, you guys have seen this already, but pocket knives. There are thousands of different versions of pocket knives. They all have different features. They all have different sizes, and the audience of pocket knives. Maybe there's somebody here watching on the YouTube channel who's a pocket knife connoisseur. Um, Pocket knives sell for a lot of money, especially the right knife. Some knives could sell for $200, and I've seen that happen on Amazon. A basic website like Amazon, knives sell for $200, $300, $500 pocket knives. I don't know why. I'm not a connoisseur of pocket knives, but they grade it based on the hardness of the metal, the way it looks, and some pocket knife people, they take pride in what knife they use. And maybe you can create a marketing video or some shots on showing how the multi-purpose behind the knife is. And personally, with me, guys, I would charge a premium price for a pocket knife, because the majority of the pocket knife market out there, of course, it's riddled with cheap priced pocket knives, $5, $10, $20, $30 a knife. But knives like these on this scale, I wouldn't be surprised if you could sell a knife like this for $200, or a knife like this one here on the bottom here, $300 for a knife. Now that might sound ridiculous to somebody like me and you, but who's not into knives too much, but people are willing to pay stuff like this for a valuable tool. And they really look for a knife that will last forever when they use a knife like this. So just be aware of that, and that should kind of somehow play into your marketing. And here's another example of a different knife, just to show you guys that they come in all shapes and sizes, and you can spend days and weeks researching the different kinds of knives, and study what do people love so much about the knife, right? Like here, for example, they're using certain kind of wood materials, certain kind of metal, certain kind of the engravings. All of that comes down to a certain value behind the knife, and you could do marketing behind the knife for a certain reason. There's a whole lot of information on the blade here and the knife and all this kind of stuff. So be aware of that, and you could also add more value to the knife by changing up the packaging, right? Instead of like a cardboard box, you could add a wooden box, get it shipped in a wooden box, in a velvet case or something like that, or a bag that's very valuable. So be aware with pocket knives. It's almost like jewelry for some people. Not that, people use it to show off, but obviously they're tools, but people very, very, they highly covet pocket knives, and you can charge a great price and make a phenomenal profit, especially because they're so easy to ship with pocket knives. Okay, so these are different examples that I would use for one product stores. Now remember, guys, the whole concept of this video was not to show you guys the actual products, but to give you guys the reasons why. Okay, and so you need to keep that awareness when you're going to sell a product. So if you're trying to sell, a certain product, ask yourself, what is my competitive market advantage when I'm trying to sell this product? What can I use or market to my audience that will make this product be a winner, as opposed to all the other one product losing stores out there? Remember, guys, for every 100 Shopify stores, okay, 85 quit in the first 2 weeks. 10 of them out of that, next, the whole 100, other than the 85, right? They eventually close down their business within the first 2 months. 5 of them break even, be lucky 1 out of the 5 to eventually succeed. So the chance here, guys, to make it is very, very small. But I'm convinced that for majority of people watching this video, if you hold on long enough, you have a higher chance of being successful. So this is all I got to say for today's video. If you guys have any video requests, I'm happy to bring them out. Please, guys, let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Bye.